Hi, my name is Zane Chate, and we did the Recycling Initiative for Environmental Science. Some major benefits of recycling is it has more jobs, economic development, and tax revenue. Recycling also grosses over $236 billion in revenue. Recycling leads to more energy security, less pressure on landfills, and also leaves more natural resources for future generations.
Hi, I'm Arya Amin, and we are proposing that Penn State Lehigh Valley creates a recycling club. In this recycling club, it should meet Mondays and Wednesdays. It is a great way to raise awareness for recycling. Where we will have a recycling day, which will be on Wednesdays, and on this day, each student who is a part of the Penn State Lehigh Valley Club will go around campus and collect recycling bins and throw it in the back where we'll have a huge recycling garbage can that we would hope Lehigh County will provide to us. The only qualifications to have to join our club is just to have availability on Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 2 o'clock.
Hi, I'm Crystal Hadid, and as a part of the Recycling Club, we just want to create a convention during the academic school year that will invite all of its students and faculty to learn about more of the ins and outs of recycling, encourage sustainable recycling methods on our campus. So it will just educate everyone about the proper use of recycling and why it's important. We will be giving out plastic water bottles that are BPA free, and just encourage the use of reusing plastic. And also, we would want to create posters to put around the Penn State campus just to encourage students to recycle more and why it's important.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Hange, and one idea that we came up with for the recycling initiative was to increase the number of recycling containers in individual classrooms. Actually took a survey of how many students would actually recycle if there were recycling containers in the classroom, and our survey results were 92% that said that they would be more likely to recycle if there was a recycling container. 6% said that they would not be more inclined to recycle, and then 2% showed no opinion. And we actually did the financial research for how much this would cost Penn State Lehigh Valley, and for about 50 classrooms, and if the recycling containers were about $5 each, the total would be about $300 if we were to put a recycling container in each classroom. And then we also asked students during our survey what they think that Penn State Lehigh Valley should do to help increase recycling initiatives. And some said just simple recycling advertisements like the poster up here that Crystal talked about, promotion of the club that we're going to create, and then have teachers encourage recycling. We really think that this is big. If our teachers are encouraging it, we think that students would be more likely to do it as well. A personal story that I have was when I was sitting in class one day, I think naturally as students we're very likely to daydream and wander off while our teachers are talking. And I noticed that we didn't have a recycling container in this specific classroom. And I actually have a picture of it over here. And that just, I really think that if we have these bright blue recycling containers that's going to catch students' eyes and they're going to be more likely to recycle rather than those big long recycling containers that we have out in the hallway. I know that when I'm rushing to class, that's the last thing that I really think about. But when I'm sitting in class for an hour and 15 minutes, I think that that would be a great idea for students.
My name is Ralph Ali, and we came up with the Campus Reward Program to raise awareness for recycling. And what we did was we created a program where it's a campus-wide competition between the clubs, and the rules are the only requirement is you need to wage $5, which goes into the environmental club, and then there's a point system where we created, and each club is gonna the whole semester they're gonna keep recycling material, and by the end of the semester they're gonna collect and calculate all the recycled goods they made, and each club's gonna get together and do that. And then we have a point system which we created. So each piece of paper is worth 1 point, and each plastic 2 points, in glass because it's rare is worth 3 points. And at the end of the semester, whichever club has the highest amount of recycled goods wins a pizza party. And I think with everything everyone said and our great plan we have, I think Penn State Lehigh Valley should take charge and put into effect this recycling initiative we created. Thank you.